Alrighty, we are back for Ace Attorney Trilogy, and now we are finally moving on to Justice for All. And we begin with The Lost Turnabout. Oh my, I love that music. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. The fucking anime-ass opening. September 8th, 9:08 a.m. at District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. So that's where... Yep, this is ringtone. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Yep. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Why would you be doing that? Especially if you're in the defendant lobby. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. God. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. God, I remember some aspects, or at least like the general story of the latter two games, but it's gonna be a bit of a wild ride going back. Ouch, my head, it's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. Huh? What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Oh, yes. I guess I must have amnesia. Yep. The classic amnesia trope, because we have to redo the tutorial, which is going to be fun. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I'd said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. You kind of have a habit of that, actually. Someone, please! Tell me this is just a bad dream! Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Oh boy, here we are. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay. And who are you again?
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under that detective?
Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes, the autopsy report, correct?
Why do I not remember getting a copy?
I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The result of the autopsy confirmed the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Crime Photo 1, added to the court record. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I guess.
Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body.
Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you want to take a glance at the court record? All right. Oh, yeah. Time of death, 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. The glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. And yep, the victim fell from the walking path above. All right. Court record? Yep, info about evidence and people involved with the case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button. Already did. The R button, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. I mean, you basically are filling in for that in this scenario.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later.
Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? The R button?
All right, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body?
Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell.
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the crime scene are not mine, I swear, sir. You're sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says.
Ugh.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence.
Decisive evidence.
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was very clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Why, this is... Yes, I can see your name is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
Crime photo 2, added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious, the victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective, he does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right.
I mean, how could he write it if he had a broken neck? Like, he would have died instantly, right? Nope. Okay. I guess I just gotta press him. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing on her ID, pal. What should I do now? Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that.
What?
I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut.
Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was that the name of my client? Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it still says Maggie. He's got a point.
Hey, hold on.
Huh?
Don't haunt me. I know the picture says Maggie, but
now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture.
That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence.
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. Okay. Wait a minute. Ah, it's because of her name. Her name's spelled wrong.
No! Oh, God damn it.
There we go. I had to present the profile. What is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection, and I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe, you talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer the defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah!
It looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir.
As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with a Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name.
No!
This is very true. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get for him.
Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
All right. This... How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip.
What is it?
Oh, nothing, so really, anyway. I think I know. I saw his picture in his evidence locker. I think he's in love with Maggie. Sounded like they were even talking about marriage, okay. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What, you saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, too. A year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. The day of the incident. You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit.
I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time.
That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because, I'm a boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give him as a present, isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their...
I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time.
Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested.
I think the good detective is about done here. Over 2 months ago?
Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was this birthday present?
She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. Baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
Baseball glove. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? The glove was custom made?
Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to the case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case?
I mean, yeah. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter.
Actually, I brought that glove with me today. And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir.
It's, rather yellow, isn't it?
Birthday present from the Maggie to the victim was custom made. Baseball glove added to the court record.
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. What was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Writing on the ground.
We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical question. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. First looked into the handwriting. You couldn't confirm. Hold on. but... His right hand. But he's left-handed, isn't he? Ha ha ha! Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Ah. There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom-made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah!
I object.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves.
There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim.
Order, order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself.
Then that means Maggie is...
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No!
All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
No, not yet.
Please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What?
And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck?
Order. Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for recess.
Alright, and yep, we are officially at the point now where all trials take up 2 sections. It's gonna be fun. Story gets crazy from here on out. Like, it was already crazy before, but it gets even crazier. September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you could fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. Please don't. Please do not. Oh my god. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you could fill me in on a few things? Of course! I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and that can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright? What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. Please do not look at me with those eyes like that and say you have most prized possession being a business card of me. That's kind of creepy. You can borrow it for now, but please give... It's my business card. Okay, there are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card added to the court record. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it in the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on my walk with Dustin. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Oh! You were here all along! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Oh my god. Now, who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list added to the court record. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about it you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose to this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Boy. September 8th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Go.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on...
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Oh, this fucking smug ass.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, all right, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now, you tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Surely, I suppose calling me a university student would be right, but just to see everything is settled down, everything in my life used to be a holter. I'm merely looking at that unbelievable, righteous process selection of water.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on.
That guy went faster than Old Bag.
What is he, a human chatterbox?
Ugh, I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you weren't even wearing glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh, man. I forgive you. All right, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Ahem. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to the court about what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again, taking a walk. You know you...
What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington.
Good freaking God. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer.
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive, Nick? Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah?
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying.
You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one, more like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's got to be lying about the bananas. He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. What if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing, and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then it would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. My client is innocent. There's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Which means if we could somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind. But I just wish I could remember who she is. Is everything okay, Nick? Alright. Had to confirm with that. But I think I'm ready. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right there. So you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. The witness loves bananas. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What are you asking me about all this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're one of those people, yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo. You're too used to the world to realize. Sure, in the end, we would have found out his glove. When I reached it from far, I didn't think... And that's why I asked you about how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are unrelenting, evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc. She was brave and courageous only to be caught, and while she didn't do anything wrong, she was still... Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. Ugh!
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
what happened next. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes.
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away?
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
But that's quite a long time. Like, I know, like, that's more than 15 minutes after the death. Ha ha ha. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Technically 17 minutes. I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during the 15-minute gap.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
Ah!
Mr. Wellington?
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. Telephone. I mean, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. I know he's talking about the Russian doll. I just don't know how to properly pronounce it. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There. Are you happy? You lost it?
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that the first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses like things? So like being rational. I think don't take as simple, plain people.
Enough.
Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his.
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth.
I don't think that's actually his, though. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
There is something. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone.
How dare you! You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
All right, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
I guess. It's very simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim.
And yet again, you have presented this course with an obtuse, meaningless item.
Huh? It's obtuse and meaningless? I don't get you at all, Nick. Why do you think you wouldn't need to look for a phone in the first place? Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, he really didn't have to look for a phone. Then why don't you hurry up and present that piece of evidence? Now what was that piece of evidence again? Okay, so if it's not the phone... Oh, because the phone booth was right there. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, hold on. Cat's here. Hello. Please don't mess with my setup again. Do not. Careful, careful, careful. I love you, but you need to stop messing with my stuff. But I'm trying to stream. I love you, though. You're a very cute boy. Yep. I'll just pet him while I'm doing this. Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No!
It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Oh!
Order, order.
What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense?
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still had the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else? Was he?
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
There was only one possible explanation.
All right, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that your explanation is not persuasive. You will be penalized.
Sorry, my cat is messing with my mic. Like I told him not to. Please stop. Please, no. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Think carefully before you present.
Stop. Stop. No. No. Bad boy. Bad. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
I think it's because he was looking for his glasses. He was pulling a Velma. Mr. Wellington, What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack.
These are your glasses, aren't they?
Where did you find? Ugh.
I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body.
Under the victim's body?
Order! Order!
Now, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything.
Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Of course. That is precisely what I am doing. Dooting. God. Oh! God, the frickin' crash outs always get me. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer.
In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer.
Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that?
Oh, you mean the name Maggie?
Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right?
But we already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with a Y, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground.
But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? Maggie?
That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial.
I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Oh, yeah. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now, would the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct?
So what if I didn't?
When you realized you had lost it, what did you do?
What did I do?
Didn't you try to find it by calling it?
How did you...
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. I do love that song. That is, hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie.
Yeah.
But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded.
Eek! Order.
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive.
I got it. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What is this, a list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found, and we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group.
You looked up all those numbers?
Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers of a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like cops who raided the brilliant artist. They disrupted a genius at work.
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a certain con artist group on his phone?
Isn't that obvious? The witness is... Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill.
No! This is too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I got you now.
That police officer...
Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said that exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of that phone call.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
I got it. got it. Because Maggie was in casual clothes and her boyfriend was in uniform. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh.
The girl that picked up my phone is with the policeman. He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they had already run a check on the phone.
And he went into panic, is what you're saying?
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Boom, baby! Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! The guy really is creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone numbers, this suspicious con group that... They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. The phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I overlooked. There's gotta be... maybe... This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I could show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are we trying to determine is who the phone belongs to. Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows, maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself.
The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal.
Gah, that jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. This cell phone... Okay. Fingerprints, I guess. I got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was a sandal over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Oh, man. That is actually a dumb thing, Phoenix, for you to do, even with your memory. Like, damn. Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Ugh, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've gotta be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington, what's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh, you are too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god, now I remember!
Huh. Looks like they hung up.
Ah, good. I finally found it.
So that's when...
What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where did I go wrong?
Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet.
Who I am?
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? No.
Please wait, Your Honor.
All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it.
Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything.
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well.
But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
I only get one shot at this.
If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Ow!
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
It all comes down to this. It's go time. Okay. I think I know what I gotta do.
Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine.
Judge's business card added to the court record. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Why are we doing Oh my god. Oh man.
Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards.
Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is... The card is important because what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number in the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number for your cell phone? Huh? Right now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so.
Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright?
We are going to call my cell phone now, and then the court will see everything for what it is.
Of all the idiotic, stupid things to do!
And he's got the Steel Samurai theme.
Ah! What? Why is my phone? What's with this stupid sounding ringtone?
Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're? No, it can't! By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. God, he literally strangled himself. God, that one really was over the top.
So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the Karn Artist Group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding... It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty.
Yeah! Boom, baby!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Oh my gosh, she's got those eyes. Please don't look at me like that. I thought I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? Can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment. Good God! Holy crap! I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods. She's just an accident-prone woman. Oh, man. Failed at almost every test I've ever taken. How did she even get to be a police officer then? Experienced almost every kind of disaster. What is your life? And never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. Damn. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. Ouch. That is rough. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. That's... I don't know, which one is worse? Goddess of Misfortune or Lady Luckless? I feel like Goddess of Misfortune is kind of worse because it feels like it carries a stronger title. So the college at the people at the academy were not very good. Lady Luckless. What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thank you for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think that my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Alright, man. Maybe you ought to get your, like, chakras in check. Maybe get some crystals. See if you can get your inner center balanced. You know, that might do you some good. Or maybe get some, like, a bunch of good luck charms. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name.
You bet! I'm gonna make it, I promise! Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's good. Work your way down. Although, maybe go from that to Lady Luckless, because that kind of goes from there. Take it one step at a time, you know. Don't go too far. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You two take care of yourselves, too.
I don't know why I added another 2 in there. Oh, what a horrible day. I've got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really have me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person. I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else? And this girl, Maya, you finally remember. Why do you have to make her cry so much, Phoenix, okay? You are just evil. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example,
Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick! Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Ooh. Oh, man. A brand new episode has been added. Yep, episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout. So, I'm just gonna save right here, and we will get to episode 2 next time. Yeah, I forgot. They really increased the length of these games after the first one, I guess, just to kind of pad things out or like have a bit more dialogue, character interaction, which I'm fine with. It's just it's gonna be kind of a slog to get through in certain cases, depending on the case. I do remember that. So we'll have to kind of see which one it is. I know this next one, though. This next one is pretty interesting. All right, so we'll have to do it later then. See you next time.